We're taking over this town. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This one? Oh, yeah. I have sliders. What's up, Val? Spoke to your husband yesterday. It was a friendly conversation. He is a nice man. So predictions are back, by the way. So if you have a prediction for when matches are going to come out, pop them in the chat. Tom asking, how am I doing this morning? What's the word when you have like multiple emotions at the same time? What's that word? Somebody remind me. What is that? It's not conflicted. Without the PM. Without just numbers. What? All right, I'm gonna have to look this up. Overwhelming is good. Is on the right track, but not quite. Anxious is good, but not quite. Ambivalent. Ambivalent. Great word. Ambivalent. That is how I'm feeling this morning. I'm feeling ambivalent. Is your morning doing good? Sure, didn't we? I'm having my morning coffee. I call it my coffee replacement. No, Jeep? Oh, it's a great word. I would encourage everyone to add ambivalent to their lexicon. Just ambivalence. Ambivalence. When you're feeling, you're both like, if you're anxious, but you're also feeling good, but like there's still something bugging you. You know what I mean? That you're feeling kind of ambivalent. There's really no, you don't feel terrible, but you kind of don't feel great, but you also do. There's things that be, you know what I mean? Like you're feeling both. You know, like right now I'm feeling great because the Contender Series was a fantastic success, particularly on day 2. But I'm also, you know, it's sad that it's over. I've also got other things going on, some other life stresses, nothing major, just, you know, normal day-to-day, you know, normal life stresses. And then, like, you know what I mean? A little time, yeah. So it's like I'm just feeling a bunch of different stuff today. So ambivalence is the, yes, Jeep Girls, ambivalence is the word of the day today. You know what? I even have, watch this, I'm gonna commandeer, we're gonna change this. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm spelling it right. Ambivalent. That is the word of the day today, ambivalent. And that got me a subscription from Doc Education. Doc, the timing of that subscribe. Of course, you are a legend. The timing of that subscribe is perfect. What's up, Maddie? I'm missing so much in chat. I know I've heard about Vicious. Give me, let me get there. There's something else. Again, we have predictions back. Just put your time. Please, please, please. Do not throw out multiple. Just because, like, it'll ruin the set. You know what I mean? It'll break things, and we don't want that. It was Sneaky Evil who made this. By the way. Check, wow. Why do I have so... Oh, okay. Yeah, I can. Yeah, you want me to share that? Lols, you want me to share that? Okay, so we're gonna make a thing out of this. I now have something to premiere. We're gonna make a thing out of this, and we're not gonna do it right now. I have something. I'm not only am I okay with it, I'm gonna use the shit out of this, Lols. I have something to premiere about a future land. I now have something to literally premiere about a future land that is actually happening. This is not VRML. To be clear, it's not NEPA. But there's a future land coming, and I now have something to premiere. So if you want to see that, stick around when matches drop, or when the website drops, because that's when we're going to show it. We're going to show it when the website drops. So I don't know when we're going to show it, because it depends on when the website drops. And what are you wagering on? When the website's going to drop. So you're also wagering on when we're going to show this video. Or when we're going to premiere this thing. Shit, it is a video. Right? Okay, so that's what we're doing. You can predict what I'm talking about, Whip. You're welcome to make predictions. But, so that's what we're doing. So I have something to premiere, a video to premiere about a future land that is not VRML or NEPA. And that video we will drop once the website drops, which is what we're doing predictions for right now. So Lols, that means you're gonna have peak audience for this thing. No, I wish it was Sir Landry, although I'm wanting to do more stuff locally, and I want to graduate from those local things to well, it would still be a local event, but more like what Redshift did, you know what I mean? Is this a CV1 land? No. Great question. VC while we wait on game drops? Oh, you're talking to someone else. Wow. You're talking today. Again, the word of the day is ambivalent. Ambivalent. Word of the day. Tom Wellings asked, opinion of Vicious win over Instinct. Hold on. I'm gonna have to double check. Isn't Vicious Mad's team? And Instinct is Spaghetti 2.0 with Cruisin', right? Isn't that right? Vicious. You know, honest to goodness, Matthew, Mad Palace, and oh shit. Yeah, no, that it doesn't surprise me, and that's not hate on Vicious or Instinct, excuse me. That is not hate on Instinct at all. Instinct is going to be a great team. Spaghetti was a great team. I expect Instinct to be a great team, especially with Cruisin' on that back line, but they're going to need time. They're going to need time to you know, get that, because Cruisin' being on their back line is going to change the way they're operating here. The way Spaghetti, it's like adding Cruisin' to Spaghetti is a big change that they're going to have to adjust to. And that might take some time, which is totally fair. But looking at Vicious, Matthew, Mad, Palace, and Zach. After what I've seen Palace do over in NEPA, nothing from that dude surprises me. Nothing. Nothing. If this team takes on Avant, I won't be surprised. I won't. He's not at this point. Anything Palace does, that's what Palace does. You know what I mean? Like that's. Dude is on some next level shit. But Zach W, I gotta respond to him today. He sent me a nice DM not long ago, over the weekend, willing to talk about some in-game mechanic stuff to teach me a thing or two. What's up, Luna? Nice to see you. You're right, Doc. I was giving, you know, what do you call it? You know, exaggeration, headlining. What's the word? For effect. You know, I was doing that for effect. Or for yeah, for effect. Also, you know, y'all see my T-shirt? Y'all see my T-shirt? curious what the text says. We will read it out. Why has no one responded to my ticket? When are badges coming out? When is the next battle pass? Why are the servers down? Can someone cast my match? When are matches coming out? Why did I get this AP with a screenshot? How do I get MMR? Can I play FM12? Can I play FM12? Why did my captain kick me off my team? When is the team doing tryouts? How do I join the Discord server? At league moderator, at assistant helper, hashtag off topic. Love these shirts. Only a handful got made. These are gonna be a collector's item. Think you like that, Nolan? You should. Are you getting one? I hope you get one. We need season 5 badges. No. You know what I'm gonna do? I swear to God, I'm gonna just start pretending like I'm the you know what? It's me. I personally decided to roadblock every turn on badges to make sure nobody gets them. I am personally making sure. I am personally making sure that it takes as long as possible for you to get your badges. Clip it, ship it. Turn me into a villain. I don't care. Splice Knight gets it. You know what, lols? Too bad. There you go. Yes. Turn it into the default reply to the what are the responses? Yes. Do it. Oh man, I hope this isn't a thing. Yeah, watch out. There was a high fever reported after the land, by the way, so hopefully we aren't watching you aren't watching this back in a month going, oh fuck, that's really sad that he said that. Somebody will catch my meeting. Can someone... Will Lemon come back to Echo? I have no idea. I don't think so. I am personally, yeah. So yeah, we gotta talk about Redshift, the Contender Series II. No, we have not, Psycha. That is also, yeah, that was some news. A Silver Bag is going to leak subs. Whether or not he actually plays, we'll see. A tracing channel? I don't know what that means. My name is No. What are you gonna do? Is that a reference? Is that a reference I don't get? I feel like there's a reference here I don't get. Lols? Who are you informing of that? That's why it's news. It's Sealable Bag. He's a legend. Andy joined Anomaly. Did I know that? I feel like I knew that. Seal hasn't touched Echo in what? About 2 seasons? 3 seasons? Oh, tracing channel for cover tracing. I mean, I go, yeah, well, to be clear to everyone else, we don't know that yet. Someone has a fever. I tested negative, but I don't know for sure. But Whip is saying, you know, someone had it, as in, statistically speaking, like someone probably had, because at every event, at least like someone's ended up with it. It just hasn't spread. Are you kidding me? It just didn't spread around. But this one, I don't know. We'll see. No, I mean, he just leaked sub for that. Laws. I was asking if you were informing me as if I didn't know. Or if you were informing everyone else thinking maybe they didn't know. because the only reason it's news is because of who he was. Hold on. The game is not dying. In no conceivable way, shape, or form is this game dying. Let's be absolutely clear. What do you mean prove it? What do you mean prove it? You mean our consistent growth season over season? You mean the fact that we still have new players joining every season? The fact that we are about to have 15,000 users in the Echo Arena VRML Discord server? Like, Echo has not stopped growing. In Europe, there has been a stagnation. Oh, thank you, sir. In Europe, what is rate of growth? I don't know what rate of growth is. I don't know what the rate of growth is because I don't have Rad's numbers. I don't have Oculus's numbers. What I do have are VRML's numbers. And VRML's numbers have not stopped trending upwards. Now, there is no specific rate of growth. I have a trend, an upward trend, which right now is in a lull. But last season, we peaked at 503 concurrent teams. It's the most we've had in any season, and that was in week 9 of 12. We started the season with 400. We ended season 4 with 365. We peaked at 398. No, excuse me, 407 in week 2. We're currently at 385 in season 6, but this is also time of year where growth stagnates. It's also a time of year where people are traveling, they're vacationing, they very likely aren't participating in a league as well. This is right before headset announcement. We also have the Christmas season also gives us a pickup. So if in season 7 we are not continuing to grow beyond 500 teams, we can say this game is on a downward trend. But as of right now, all indicators are that we are still on this upward trend. That was my rant. Now, yeah, if you're talking about stream viewers, so stream viewers is one of those metrics that's really, it's cause for a lot of, yeah, there were over 100 for the Redshift. It's cause for a lot of debates. It's also why I have started putting my focus into the special tournaments, because the special tournaments do draw bigger and bigger audiences season over season. It's the day-to-day games that kind of have a lackluster viewership. So because of that, instead of trying to figure out how and why with the day-to-day games, I'm putting my focus, my time and efforts into the special events, the special tournaments like Challengers Cups, Elite Cups, Master Qualifier, Finals, those sorts of things. Because those are the things where we see regular increased growth in viewership. I'm not going to make any predictions on hitting 1,000 for finals in any particular season anymore. We still haven't done it, but we do get, excuse me, we do get closer and closer every season. Hi Bob, asking if the CV1 is getting banned. It is not. It is currently not in the plan anywhere, as far as I'm aware, to ban the CV1. Now turrets, Bebe, I'm sorry, I don't know. Babe, turrets. We can say turrets. I think VRML should ban CV1 as competitive, and CV1 is outdated headset. Put everyone on the same playing field. In a certain respect, I can agree with that, but there's also a lot of other pressures for why you would keep it. But my argument has been since you know, finals at lands is an inevitability, hopefully, and you likely aren't going to see CV1s at finals. Once we get there, I could see regulation of hardware. You seen Bubble Guppy's team? Oh, I see the Q&A question though. No, I don't. I'm not sure who Bubble Guppy is. By the way, we are doing predictions. We're back to doing predictions this season. If you would like to predict when the so this is a prediction for when the website will drop. It's just a quick explanation. Right now, you're predicting on when the website will drop. Once we get to noon, I'll put up a thing and we'll start watching the website. I'll auto refresh it. We'll see when it's going to drop. You're predicting on when that's going to happen. If you want to make that prediction, just put the time, just the numbers, just like as you see it formatted on the screen here, just like Lil Guipo just did. Format it just like that. Type it in the chat. It'll automatically populate here. Please do not spam it. I do not want to have to mute you. And then once the website drops, we crown a winner. Winner will get channel VIP. It doesn't really mean anything, but it's cool. It's fun. And then we go to an over-under on how long it'll be before the website comes back up. And that will do a channel points poll on. Okay, hold on. Silence on your note about the CB1. That's arguable. That maybe it's probably related to some things, but it's arguable. The Lulz asked, do you see VRML having a quest-only land for grand finals if that were to happen in the future? It wouldn't surprise me. I'm not going to predict it, but it would not surprise me if that happened. Wait, hold on. Ivan said, someone told me the quest is good for defensive players. CB1 is good for strikers. That's interesting. Ali also says, as a goalie, I agree. Feels so much harder to get saves on CB1, let alone doing callouts when you can't read names. That's very interesting. That's an interesting take. I never thought of it like that. What's up, Single Shot? Oh, what's up, Single Shot? Met Single Shot, the LAN this weekend. Kylan asked me, what's my prediction? With chat going as fast as it is and how slow I am at responding to chat, you're going to have to speak in whole sentences. I don't know what you're asking my prediction for. Tom is the team is Do Up, Aviant, Bab, Solar Dome. I've been hearing a lot about Do Up lately. Been hearing a lot about Do Up. Curious to see what that player has to offer. Like I said, I've seen quite a few questies switch over to CB1 and get way better overnight. I've heard of that happening. Light Has Come is a big proponent of that. Light Has Come says he started on the quest, swapped over to CB1, and immediately saw himself improve, which is disappointing. Raw, oh, what's up, Raw? Raw also at the event. Says, I'm not going to lie, I bought a CB1 and I love it. It's more accurate. I have issues with moving sometimes in tracking when on quest even. I can react faster on CB1 to save goals. My ping is better since I'm linked to my router. So yeah, there's a lot of good points there. See, Baby Tourette's, that's my point when you say it would be weird for VRML to allow CB1 all season, then do a quest-only LAN. That's why... because I think it will end up being I think it would not surprise me if it was a quest-only LAN, and if it was a quest-only LAN, at that point, it wouldn't surprise me if they started regulating hardware during the season. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but it wouldn't surprise me if that's how it ended up. Isolate says, higher frame rate on quest, smoother feel for reading players defensively. Interesting. Baby Threat says, agreeing with Colin that VRML should only allow Quest 2 all season. Colin asking prediction for VRML going down? Never. What, going down? What do you mean going down? Never. No, VRML, the foundation of VRML is too broad. It's too well established at this point. Too big to fail. Just kidding. Would be so weird for NFL to play with rule set A all season and switch to rule set. Yeah, exactly. Baby Turrets, exactly. That wouldn't make sense. Why suddenly during the Super Bowl are they wearing different pads? Doesn't make sense. Rawl says, if they have a VRML LAN, that would be difficult That is what NEPA did. They allowed whatever for the whole season, then switched to Quest 2 only for the Charity Cup. Not really the finals. See, that's the difference. It wasn't a finals. That is the big difference. So far, all of our lands have been completely de-linked from any of our league play. Decoupled, rather. How do you determine, how do you determine who's on Quest and who's on CB1 though? In theory, that, I don't know, but I know it's technically possible. That's all I can really say. I don't know how we would actually do it or how anyone would actually do it, but I know in some way it's technically possible. I'm not saying right now VRML could technically do it like with Spark or something. I'm not saying that. I think if it came to that point, a pathway to that would be sought, if that makes sense, if it was necessary. A Questy goalie has been winning your regular season games while you're away. Talking to Lulz. And Lul says need proof. I'm not sure. I don't think I followed. I like single shot. If you make a shot over 30 meters, you get banned. That's how you know. That's how you know right there. Somebody hits a long shot, that's a CB1. Get him out of here. So many more Quest 2 players. I'm skeptical they would actually leave. Hold on. Okay, what are you responding to? You have to, so Silent said, you have to realize if CB1 is removed from VRML, there's a good chance they will lose a lot of their players. It causes a new league to be made like how Onward did. Okay. Okay. Number one, the number of CB1s in the league is negligible. I know it seems like a lot because of who's on them. Number two, they're not going to leave. They're going to end up playing on Quest 2s. Some people will leave. Some people will leave. All of them? No. 3. Mama taught me better. I have nothing to say on 3. Just know the top player sets it 4v4 in Pizza League Season 2 and they requested it for the game competitively. Yeah, that is what happened. Yeah, that was, well, sort of. I mean, yes, so it was, who's leaving? You don't have to leave. Why are you leaving? Oh, you'll leave? All right, well, lols. Bye. Nothing. I mean, dude, this is leverage. The league has all the leverage. In that regard, the league has all the leverage. If half the league was on CB1, that'd be one thing. I'm willing to bet that less than 10%. Less than 10%. The slay makes it really hard to be sarcastic. Fair enough. I can respect that. So we still got, what time is it? Oh, where's my clock? Oh, I forgot I usually have a clock up. That's how long it's been since we've done this. Boom, there's the clock. We have until noon. We have until noon. You have until noon to make your predictions. Noon to make your predictions. Also, tell your friends today the show is really good and they should tune in. We're engaging, we're talking, we're in a good mood. Well, we're ambivalent. Remember, word of the day, ambivalent. People says, I don't know, I play Final Quest for the most part, but I can't grab shit. So here's the thing. I mean, until you actually can compare the two, playing fine doesn't mean, that's like saying, well, this terrible thing happened to me as a child, but I turned out fine. Like, did you? Is everything, like, there are consequences to, for every action, there's an equal or opposite reaction. We live in, at least a quasi-deterministic universe. Where's Doc? Doc, I have a question for Doc Education. Is Doc still here? Doc, are you here? You don't have to. I just need a yes or no. Just like say something in chat. Let me know if you're here. I understand if you're at work or whatever. Just like give me a wave. Give me a dot. Give me a period. Anything? Is Doc here? See, I want to know. You know what? We're gonna do a poll. Oh, Doc is here. We're also gonna do a poll. We're gonna do both. I'm gonna ask Doc his opinion, and we're also gonna do a poll. Doc, is the universe deterministic? Like actually. And if you bring up quantum shit, you're banned. If you bring up anything quantum, I ban you. Here, we're gonna make it a poll too. Is the universe deterministic? Yes? No? What is determinism? Poll is running. See, turrets? Fuck quantum. Fuck the quantum world. It doesn't make sense. And you know what? Statistics are okay, so are statistics not deterministic? Is that not considered deterministic? Like when you're rolling the dice, is that not still deterministic in some? I get what you're saying. I get it. Obviously, that's a terrible fucking. It's a terrible analogy. I just threw out a terrible response. I get it. I know. Isolate. I know. It was a horrible It was a horrible response. I'm just saying. I hate quantum. I hate quantum. Doc says the universe is an entangled web of implications and logical connections. Everything is caused by something and causes at least one other thing. Nothing happens for no reason. We could call it an axiom. We can call it an axiom, like they have in math. Ooh, isolate until perceived, then deterministic. That. What is life? See, is that true, Luna? Is it though? Is that necessarily the case? I understand. But then at the same time, so let's say, all right. So when a person's behavior is so extreme that you get to insanity, we then determine that person was not responsible for that behavior. They don't go to jail, they go to somewhere else, right? Is that only the case at the extremes? Or can that might be the case all the time? We just, once it gets to an extreme, is it for sure, Doc? Is it for sure? Anyways. I don't. It's not devil made me do it argument. It's there's a pathology that exists that could cause can cause certain actions. Wow, a lot of no's. Very interesting response here. Anyways, I didn't mean to get us here. So it's a great discussion though. Of course I meant to get us here. Whatever. It's a great discussion though. So that's an interesting take, Repo. Like, it is knowable, but not by us. Not by our limited, that's interesting. But why isolate only for the extremes? Anyways, the word of the day is ambivalent. We're still doing predictions. So I do want to get back. I totally derailed us or derailed at your service. It just popped into my head. And yeah, poll is still going to go for a while. But are our choices not just the collective the outcome of our collective, you know, precedent? Is that not the decision you would have made in that same position, given all the things that came before? Was it really a choice? I'm not saying. Look, I just think this stuff's fun. I can do this all day. I am literally I can argue anything. Yeah, Swagmon was here. Val was here. Yes. Indeed. Predictions are still running. We have 20 minutes on predictions. Also, once the website drops, so you're predicting. So we're gonna go over it one more time. You're predicting. Where are we at on this music? Am I still on this playlist? I am. Wow, this thing has gotten long. I love it. This is my liked playlist. It's got like 13 songs now. So you're making predictions for when the website is going to drop. We take for those predictions all up until noon. At noon, we stop taking predictions. I put up a thing. We start auto refreshing the website. We wait for the website to drop. Once the website drops, whoever nailed, you got to get it on the nose. If you got it on the nose up to the minute, you will get channel VIP. Doesn't mean anything. You get a little thing next to your name. That's really it. Just for fun. And then we do an over under. Well, at that point, I'm gonna premiere a video that has to do with a future land that is not related to VRML or NEPA. We're gonna be premiering that once the website drops. At the same time, we'll be starting an over under poll, prediction poll for channel points. 20 minutes over or under whether or not the website's going to come back up within 20 minutes. Is this land going to be special? We'll see. All lands are special. Yeah, Aang, that's a common refrain. It's a common refrain. It's a common one. Swag's gonna be in a national ultimate frisbee tournament. That's awesome. Is land in Pittsburgh? Not. There's no more Pittsburgh lands currently scheduled. Hopefully someday. Hopefully we can even do an annual thing, but we'll see. Cincinnati land. Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to put it on. Whip loved Pittsburgh. Yeah, this place is so pretty. Who's you guys, Queen? Who's you guys? The Tyro was in Atlanta. Redshift was here in Pittsburgh. Then we got the NEPA merch. Yeah, I love this NEPA. No, I do really. I genuinely like. This isn't a pitch. It got chilly in this room this morning. I like this hoodie. Like, this is just a. I wasn't wearing this to promote NEPA, although pro NEPA, obviously. But I genuinely. Oh shit. I got spot. Oh, where the spots come from? I genuinely like this hoodie. It's very soft. It's really comfortable. It's not super heavy, so it wouldn't be good for like really cold temperatures, but like for you know, it gets chilly out, you want to throw a sweatshirt on, that's a good one. Actually, thoughts on community's request for a comp queue built into the game. Yes. So yes, I fully support a solo queue, and that's what I would expect to see, a solo competitive queue. I think teams will still be for VRML. I think it'll also be interesting to use, because at that point, if we get a comp queue, we'll see public MMR for those players, or at least ranking or something. There would be something like that, some metric, and that could be also useful in other things. Like maybe, all right, this is just a hypothetical. Let's say we get a comp queue in the game, and we have we also have VRML running, you know, the ladder all season. And then we have like a big finals or a big like master, like a big thing. So either, you know, let's say your entry in is either you had to like your way into this upper version of tournaments, whatever that might be, is either the ladder of VRML, or you have to rank so high. You either have to rank so high, your team has to rank so high in the ladder in VRML, or as a player you have to rank so high in the comp queue. You know, that's just off the top of my head. There's cool things we can do with that. I fully support it. We'll see about it, but it would give NEPA scouting and other programs an easier way to scout. It would. I don't have a problem with that. It would also give players a more. It would give players another avenue of being seen. Oh, turds. I think duo queue would also be cool. I think a duo queue for comp would also be cool. And you can get much more. Just like no, but yeah, there you go. I mean, yeah, you can nepavrpro.com if you want to get this sweatshirt. It's a great sweatshirt. Is VRML for sure not getting a LAN this season, or is it being talked about? This season, I think it'd be, I think it would be too late at this point to announce something for this season. But I don't know. Has anyone heard of VREL? Heard of it. Also, yeah, isolate. A comp queue would be we give an avenue for streamers to be more popular. Yeah, that actually makes sense. I agree with you 100%. So, baby turrets, I actually cannot answer that question. I want to say no, but that's also, you know what I mean. I don't think so. Ooh, okay, that queue's finally got to the end of this playlist. This is a new one. Aren't I a community mod or something? I am yes, I'm I'm not a community mod. I am an organizer mod for VRML. And actually now getting more into a tournament organizer role at an org level. So it's because of that sometimes when I'm answering a question, I cannot give any sort of certainty in any regard, because one, it can be misconstrued as an official statement or as a leak, and two, it could be an accidental leak. Oh, you're talking about Ivan Thrive. Got you. Sorry, my bad. Eat the hat. Jesus, no, we're not eating the hat. 5v5, smooth. You haven't left yet, so I wouldn't expect you to have made it. I'm ready. I'm ready to promote 5v5. Hold on, lols. You said it would be you said now version. Nothing here says now. Something here says post sales, but nothing here says now. Oh, I see it now. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. I see it. Ignore me. I see it. Oh no, listen. Okay, so what me and Smooth are talking about doing? When did I leave? Dude, I left yesterday, or not. I've been staying at home. I'm still at home. I was going downtown to the event, and then yesterday, like shortly after it was done, like at 7:30, 8 o'clock is when I left. But no, what Smooth and I are talking about is a 5v5 permagoalie 3s only game. Yellow, I live in Pittsburgh. Turrets. So the best location, Pittsburgh, obviously. But my favorite experience so far has been Tyro because it felt like a lock-in. Tyro felt like a lock-in, and that made it very special. Because it felt like we were in our own little city for that weekend. We were in our own space. Even though there were a lot of other people at the hotel, it felt like a lock-in, and that just made it cooler. Tyro was really, really good. But as far as location outside of the venue, Pittsburgh. Yeah, it was like a bubble. It was like a little bubble. Like that made Tyro, in my mind, that's what made Tyro unique and special. That's what made Tyro feel so intimate. Was we were all stuck in this little bubble. Oh, it's all good, Yellow. Get some sleep, man. Yeah, I think Torque is in the chat. Yeah. Oh, that's right, Torque. I totally forgot that you put that. You were like, yeah. No, Tyro. In my opinion, as far as my personal experience at all these lands, Tyro was like, yeah, it was a whole vibe. It was a whole thing. It was its own. Among all of them, it was unique. It was a very unique experience. Like that was a very personal experience. That was a very intimate experience. Yeah, it was community. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. That Tyro was special. I even said at the time, I was like, this one feels special. Tyro was special, and I hope there's another one like it. I think no matter where it's at, it needs to be at one of those hotels. That same kind of hotel, because that hotel like made that whole vibe. Plus, I got to play comp. I can play comp at any of these other ones. I just choose not to. I choose not to. Actually, playing comp at Tyro was an accident. I wasn't paying attention to what ticket I bought. I bought a competitor's ticket, and I was told and I found out like afterwards, like once teams were made, I was told I was on a team. I had no idea. I had no clue. I was like, wait, I'm on a team? I was like, I guess I'm playing a Tyro. I wasn't planning on it. Your husband made friends with the guard at Tyro. That's funny. I think a couple people did. I think didn't Whip make friends with the guard too? Whip, didn't you make friends with the guard at Tyro? Time is 8 minutes. 8 minutes. You want to? All right. We're still doing predictions. If you want to make a prediction, just put the number in the chat, like you see on the screen, in that format, just like 12:33 or whatever. And then at noon, we're gonna stop taking predictions, and then we'll pull up the website. Wait for the website to drop. I played on your headset and sabotaged your car. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. What did I do? Oh, it's push. Was it push to talk? I remember I did something. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I remember. Oh, that's funny, Torque. What's up, Mamba? The real Mamba has entered the building. How you doing? We got 7 minutes for predictions. You want to put a prediction in? Yeah, push. Yeah, I have to use push to talk. You wonder why I have to use push to talk? If I don't use push to talk, what you hear? What's up, Vacant? What you hear all game is this. You hear all game. That's all you hear. Correction. I did fight you at Tyro, and I won. Yeah, I have to use push to talk. No, it was there was a early on. There was a pub match I was in. Milo beats Avant. I was in a pub match at one point. Oh, so to put it in Mamba, you just submit just the time. So just put 12:38 by itself in the chat. I have a bot that picks it up, and it has to be in that right format. What happened last Monday? Ultimately, nothing. I thought something was going to implode. Because basically, I was literally about to go live. I got pinged about something, and yeah, Mosky did just win the Contender Series II. Yeah, so last Monday, what happened? I got pinged about something, and it was basically, oh shit, this is about to implode on us. And it was like, if that had happened, that would have been a really, really bad day. And it just so happened 30 minutes or so later, it turned out to be fine. But at that point, like, I was already in that headspace. I'd already gone offline. And I'd already been put in that headspace, so I just fully backed away. Something, it looked like everything, like, it looked like it was about to be a really bad day, and then it turned into nothing. Had that happened, you know exactly what it was, but nothing happened, so. There's something else. Wait, crap. Oh, I was saying something. Doc did break us up. Push to talk. Oh, it was yeah, I was gonna say the last time I played without push to talk, I was in a pub and we hadn't even started the game yet, and I remember I was floating kind of up high left, and this guy was like kind of right out in front of the spawn, so like right kind of center room, and I looked down and he turns around and he goes, "You sound like the fat kid at camp." And I said, "Cause I fucking am the fat kid at camp." And that was the last time I played without push to talk. Thank you, Val. I appreciate that. Predictions are open for another 3 minutes. Yeah, not only did Ethereal win, they did it without a bracket reset. They went undefeated that whole tournament. Oh, Torque, I believe it. Torque, my sleep apnea is in the extreme range, so, so I'm like, yeah, I'm you know, I hope I don't get COVID at any of these events. Put it that way. I'm worried this was the one. Oh, thank you, Val. You know who else I got to meet? This is cool. I met Wonder T-Man and his dad. And I got to gush about Wonder T-Man to his dad. I just wish his mom was there too, so she could have heard it in person. Nolan says, I'm so used to push to mute at this point. Being able to mute myself with pushing the button, I can absolutely not use. That's funny. Yeah, you'd ruin your career. So, all right. You know what? Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay. So yeah. All right, listen. Listen. I love Milo. Love Mozzie. Love Ryan. Love Swag. Love the Law. Love Chrome. I love all these guys. They're an amazing team. They're an amazing team, and they're going to deserve that number 2 position. Now you're gonna think that's shade. I'm saying, well, they deserve it instead of number 1. Guys. You know what? I didn't say this publicly. I only said this in Beer League, so I'll say it publicly now. You have 1 minute to put your predictions in. By the way, 1 minute. And this is no disrespect to Milo. They're an amazing team. No, they'll be number 2. Easily they'll be number 2. But Avant, and I was saying this in Beer League the other day. Actually, let me okay, yeah, I just need to do this. The 15 seconds. Avant has done something. They have gotten to another level. So, you ever seen one of those like when you look at the Ignite player cards? Predictions are closed. I'm with you, Val, but here's the thing. Avant, when you see the like Ignite player cards, there's that stat ring. There's like a ring, you know, and like saves, goals, assists, whatever, right? And there's like a little web, right? You know that little web? When you're looking at teams, there's these 3 like meta stat categories you can talk about. Game knowledge, like knowledge of the game, strategy, tactics, all that stuff, the Yomi, all that. Discipline, which is your ability to execute on those strategies and all that without doing things like soloing when you shouldn't. And just skill, just ability to play the game. When you compare all the, and by the way, predictions are closed. When you compare all these teams, Avant fills that web of those stats. Game's understanding of the game is absolutely unmatched and unrivaled, at least currently. His strategies, he is developing, he is literally progressing the meta. Like every time he plays, every season, the meta has progressed at his hand in a certain way. Now, I'm not saying it's transcended throughout the league, but he is progressing the meta in a way that nobody else is, because he understands the game in a way that nobody else does. On top of that, not only is he the sharpest mind in the game as far as game goes, his 3 generals are 3 of the best minds in the game. So he's bouncing ideas off of dudes that are only going to give him good ideas and good feedback. All 3 of them. It is going to be a powerhouse of strategic advancement. Number 2, discipline. Not only do they have all that knowledge and all that game sense, they're at an age and a place in their lives and a level of maturity that they're going to be disciplined in a way that no other master team is. I'm sorry, none. Well, maybe Vicious. I'll give Vicious that, actually. But otherwise, nobody else. Maybe Anomaly. But nobody else. They're disciplined to a level. The players who are this disciplined are 30 years old. Those are your guys who are stuck at the top of Diamond, who had this game existed 10 years ago would have been the Master Tier stars, right? Those are the guys with that level of discipline that nobody else has, that only adults have. These guys on this team, Avant, all have that. They all have it. Number 3, skill. There are a lot of players on the, I'm talking Swag War, I'm talking Mozzie, I'm talking so many players that are top level skill, that are literally right near game as far as actual game skill level is concerned. But they're not gonna have quite the discipline and quite the strategy at their fingertips. Their team isn't going to have the same strategies. Their team isn't going to have the same discipline level. Avant completed the circle. Avant filled it all in. They are going to progress the meta in this game, presuming they don't fall apart under their own egos. They're going to progress this game in a way that nobody else has since Eclipse. Seriously, since 4v4. We're going to be studying this team, presuming they stay together and don't fall apart under ego. We're going to be studying this team for the next 5 years, 10 years. Because they're going to set a new standard for strategy and execution in this game. This is the first team that exists at this level. End rant. Respect to everybody else out there. I'm not shitting on anybody. But Avant, I said Instinct last season was a super team. Avant's a super duper team. See, that's the thing, Torque. Avant isn't made up of teenagers. Well, they are, but only sort of. Ender's an adult. Strem is an adult. Jaywalker and Game are right at college age. So yeah, there's definitely some egos involved here. Absolutely. These guys, there's absolutely, obviously egos involved here. There's no question. But this team will have the discipline to control it. Yeah, they almost lost in their first game together as a team. I'm telling you, you wait until the end of the season. I'm telling you, wait until the end of the season. This team, you're not even gonna have to wait till the end of the season to see it, but Joker was dynastic. Joker was a dynasty. Joker doesn't hold a candle to Avant. Instinct is not a bad team. Instinct is going to take a little bit of time. I agree with that assessment. They're not going to be at the level of Avant, though. Word of the day is ambivalent. Oh, that's right. We're supposed to be refreshing the website. We got to go to the preview here. I have an extension. Called Tab Auto Refresh. This tab is now auto refreshing every 10 seconds. Thought I had predictions. Yeah, we got predictions here. It's quite a few. I want to change that every 15. I don't want to overload it. Whoops. Oh, dude, Overkill is an amazing team. Overkill, I still maintain. Overkill, if they stay together, they'll Overkill will be able to take on Avant eventually. That team, if they stay together, they'll be the next Joker. But they'll have Avant at the, they'll be fighting with Avant. It'll be like Joker Kang. Joker Kang, it'll be Overkill and Avant. If these two teams stay together, Overkill is gonna be an amazing team. And they already are an amazing team, but they're just gonna get better if they as they continue to stay together. Seriously, Overkill's a great team. I love that team. I've been a fan of them for a while, especially since Overkill. This was a team, didn't they? A couple seasons ago, didn't they get suspended for like half a season? Right? Weren't they suspended for like half a season? What did they do? What did they do? At the time of the suspension, there was probably a bit of outcry. After that, what did they do? They didn't break up. Stayed together. They practiced. They got better. Came back. They got in a master tier. Now they're one of the best teams in the league. Strem Here's the thing that's interesting to me, because Shrem and Game are both very similar in that they both play the center style striker. It's like a classic hockey center. You know? For Inferno calls them a flex. I call it their centers. They play both sides. They play in the middle of everything. Torch says midfielder. I don't agree that they're midfielders. I think they're centers. Which I think those are distinct things. I am calling Avant better than Ignite. Because Ignite had the Ignite had the skills, and then they had the skills and the strategy. They never had the discipline. Well, they started getting there, but I'm gonna stop there because I don't want to say things. I don't want to say certain things. I'm gonna stop there on that one. Avant is going to dominate in a way that Joker never did. Guys, you're free to disagree with me. But Avant is better than Joker. Or they will be. Like, on paper, they are. Now, whether or not they actually meld together, we'll see, because those are some of the biggest egos in the league. Rightfully so. I just don't want to, I can only be so critical. I mean, we've already seen what Avant's strategies look like while they're executed. I mean, go back and watch that chat, dude. Watch that chat go on and on about Avant's double stack. Avant does love to leave the goal open because they're fast enough to catch the long shots. I mean, Annie, you can say all you want about it. Who won the game? They scored more threes. Like this. Wallace is an interesting take on it, although I think I see what you're saying. I still think it's a little bit different, but yes, kind of, yeah, in a way. Milo very well could be the second best team, absolutely. It would not surprise me if it was Milo and Avant in the finals. Again, everyone's free to disagree with me. I know it's early in the season, but I see what Avant's going to be doing, and there's not. They're going to be another dynasty. But they do have a complete team. Oh shit, Chew, thank you. That was nice of you. Abshu coming in, ABCQ, the elementary school teacher. I had the pleasure of meeting Abshu this weekend, and that was nice. That was nice to meet him in person. Again, any team in Master that has the discipline doesn't have the strategy or the skill. Any team that has the skill doesn't have the discipline or strategy. Any team that has the strategy, no other team has all three. All teams have 2 of 3. All teams in Master have 2 of 3. That's how it's always been. Certain teams are just that good. They don't need strategy. Other teams are so disciplined they don't need the skill. We're no longer at that point. Avant satisfies all 3 of those categories. Thank you, Abchu. I don't know who's overreacting to Instinct's loss. Instinct's a great team. They're not gonna. I don't think they're any better than Milo, though. And honestly, aside from Cruisin' the exception to. But I think overall, Instinct is gonna lack the discipline that a team like Avant, or yeah, something like Avant has. Any of these other teams can be top 3. Very few. Who's Gardens and Graveyards? Oh. My goodness. Another really good team, TGP. Oh, Smooth. Thank you. Oh, that's a hype train. Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Smooth. That was nice of you. Vipers versus Knights. Is that AAA? Or is that I haven't seen a whole lot of VRML games this past week. Hold up. I don't think Ender Strem made Instinct great in the first place. It was Cruising and Oculizator. Ender and Strem are literally 2 of the 4 best players in the game, hands down, without a question. You know who the other 2 are? Game and Jaywalker. Those are literally the 4 best players in the game. I know a lot of folks are going to disagree with that, but... Those are literally... Rocks, you can... Well, okay, yeah. Ender's not a defense... Ender's not rounded, but as far as strikers, yeah. Is Kong washed? No. Kong is absolutely not washed. Kong is yeah, no, he's not washed. That's fine. His teammates are allowed to disagree with me. Ender also doesn't put any of his teammates in the top 4. So Ender is hands down one of the best players in the game. I've always maintained that. Andy ain't no sleeper, and he's fucking dope. Cruising rocks Andy and Kong. Look, I love those guys, and I don't want to insult anybody. They're definitely in the top, you know, echelon. Boom, we're down. 12-18. Who got it? Rage 10-18 hits it on the nose. How do I do shit? What's the channel? Channel VIP. That's it, VIP. RAG3 _ 1018. You got the channel VIP, sir. Congratulations, or madam, or they. However you identify. All good. Website's down. Goes down at 12:18. We're going to do our over-under. Let me get this set up here. There we go. So it's 12:18, so it'll be, we'll go with 12:40. So yeah, 12:40 is the over-under. 12:40 before, 12:40 after. I'll set this for, well, it's gonna have to be 5 minutes. Yeah. No, we're gonna set it for 10. There's your over-under. Will matches be up at 12:40 or before, or 12:41 or after? We shall see. Cruzen is the best goalie in the game. But I think Avant is going to disprove the entire notion of goalie specialists. Cruzen is the best goalie in the game. Kong is easily number 2. But I think Avant is going to disprove the whole concept of goalie specialists in Echo Arena. I think they're just going to throw that whole concept out the window. Isolate, I agree. I think Avant could. Hype train at level 4. Wait. Oh, okay, so it was just okay. Yeah. Thank you, Smooth Riding and Inferno and Abshu for that hype train. Choo choo, motherfuckers. It is rigged, vacant. It's totally rigged. I tell, oh, that's right. We got to play the video. Oh, all right. Let me get into studio mode. Go to this here. Go to this here. Drop this in. Boom. Review. I might have to expand this. All right. We will be right back. Here is this something to do with the land. Let's find out. Oh, wait. Here we go. Was that cool? I have no idea. I couldn't hear it. Could you hear it? For some reason, oh, I know why I couldn't hear it. Did you hear it? You could hear it. Okay, you could hear it. Cool. So there you go. Was Laws here? Did Laws get to see it? Oh, we're supposed to be here. Did Laws get to see it? Laws, I played your video. Oh, he saw it. Cool. Bad connection, but he saw it. Awesome. Yeah, we played it. People apparently liked it. I missed all the audio personally. I put on the monitor. It just wouldn't play through. Oh no, because I had this down. I had that all the way down. That's why. Well, good stuff. Also, Whip. Is Whip here? Whip. 2CQ tonight? Run it back. All right, we'll run it back. We have some seriously talented video editors around here. Oh, what's up, Swagger? Yeah, I'm not down for this one. Who's hosting it? I have no idea. $100 Canada and US. No idea. Well, I presume there's a 2CQ tonight, 2 Cool Queens, but I'm not sure. I know Whip has her set up in the hotel, but I don't know. So there might be a 2 Cool Queens tonight. Oh, right. Yeah, smooth ride. Wait, smooth riding or Annex Fate? Okay, Annex Fate. Got it. I knew that. I forgot. I knew that. I forgot. Dude, there's some... I'm not used to having to keep track of so much shit. You know what I mean? I'm turning into a busy guy. 2CQ was canceled. Thank you, Nolan. Oh, someone said canceled in the chat. I didn't pick up on what they were talking about. Someone said it was canceled, but I didn't catch what they were referencing was canceled. So it must have been 2CQ. But thank you, whoever was trying to tell me. So now we're doing this over under 1240 is the over under, and then once the website comes up, we'll be done for the day. Smooth is, as I understand it, Smooth, correct me if I'm wrong, Smooth is 50% of NX Fate. Unless I'm mistaken, but I think that's unless maybe we're getting into, yeah. Did I watch your 2CQ episode? No. Well, so I have not been able to watch a lot of 2CQ as of late. My Monday evenings, I tend to not just be able to right now. Okay, so you are the owner? Okay. So you're not 50%, so it's not 50. Okay, you're the owner. Got it. NX Fate is a company that's been throwing all these lands, except for Tyro. So like Redshift 1, Redshift 2, Redshift 3. So like the 2 in Virginia, the 1 here in Pittsburgh were done by NX Fate, and the 1 in Canada is going to be done by NX Fate. Later, Smooth. No, they did not work NEPA. Sorry, yeah, I forgot about that one. No, NX Fate had nothing to do with the NEPA land. That was all NEPA. Good reviews of NX Fate? Absolutely, 100%. 100%. To be fair, I am biased in that regard. I have a personal interest in the success of NX Fate, but not that like I'm an owner or anything, and nothing like that. I just, yeah. So take my review with, you know, I endorse them. Thank you, Ivan. I appreciate it. We are getting to that point. I am slowing down. A lot of energy is going. There's still a lot of you here. Chat calmed down quite a bit as well, which is funny. Y'all were going for a minute there. I was like, dude, I was like all the way up the chat, like trying to catch up, and it just kept going. It was great. It was a good Monday. What's up, Cap? Welcome to the show. I am Matsuya de Mui. Oui. Great, wait, what? Swagger, did you just trigger something with those emotes? That's just great work. Emotes are being delivered to supporters. What? End of season placement predictions. Hello, Val's boss. I don't presume your boss can hear us. 12:30 here. So end of placement predictions. I don't really have any except for Avant on top. And I wouldn't be surprised if Milo was number 2. After that, man, phew, it's a brawl. Straight up brawl after that. Yeah, I don't know, Swagger. I don't know why. The moment you spam those emotes, I got something like, you know, good job. I'm like, for what? We are back up at 12:30 before the over-under. If you selected before, wait, is it even done? It is. Wait. It is 65% picking before, 12:40 or before are the winners. Here are your points. Matches are indeed out. Who's Avant playing this week? Vicious and Anomaly? We'll have to watch the Vicious game, huh? Who else? Milo. I enjoy that Mozzie. Is that YOLO? C Jason. Is that Mozzie and C Jason? I think that Mozzie's still in the picture for Ethereal. What? No response to what? Explain not changing the GP rules when the majority voted for it. Other rules with similar voting percentages but fewer voters. I'm just going to say something generally. Well, no, that one was a specific case. Look, there were too many people who were upset about that I really don't know if I want to go into that, but it just comes down to the fact that at a very low voter turnout, the biggest of all of them, but also, it wasn't just that, it was also the fact that it was a split vote. And that is a major, major change to game meta. And it changed like that. I had even said on this show, with this audience, I said it is reasonable that we need a higher, like a higher point of votes for because this is going to be a percentage of the player base vote. Yeah, like yeah, Queen. I said it on this show. There was no official announcement about it. And then, because what happens is when we say that, well, it needs to be, people start wanting to talk about, well, where is the line? Like, well, if we had gotten anywhere near the line, see, it doesn't, that again, Torque, that is a red herring. That is beside the point. It does not matter where the line was, because no matter where we agree it was not satisfied with this vote. Period. 54% was not enough to meet anybody's definition of a landslide or a supermajority. No one's. So focusing on that point is a full-on red herring. So whether or not we met any particular, because we met nobody's definition of that thing. It is, because no matter where you define that line, it did not satisfy it. It's really that simple. This would be an argument if it was at 60% and we made this decision. And someone said, well, I think 60% is enough because it is for, like, let's say the Senate. The US Senate, it's enough for them, so why not for us? That's a supermajority. But we didn't even hit that threshold. So there is no argument here. Now we can talk about, we can in principle talk about where this line should be. Okay, again, that's not where the line was though. Now you're just moving the line. Now you're just moving it back to 50-50. And that's just disingenuous to the conversation. And as Jeep Girl says, team can still make the choice, even though I'm not big on that one, but teams can make the choice. Yeah, teams are allowed to make the choice if they decide to. Which I'm No. No. There's a difference between saying, I don't know where it is, and I know it's not here, but I don't know specifically where it is over there. It's over there. We're not that far, so where it is doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter unless you're going to say it's only 50-50, which we have already established is not enough. So we've established 50-50 isn't enough. And when you ask what is enough, and I say I don't know, but I know 54% is enough, that is a satisfactory answer for right now. It is. And to say it's not is to just expect unreasonable things from the moderators. It doesn't matter. It's red herring. It literally doesn't matter. If we're here and the line is somewhere between here and here, it doesn't matter where between here and here the line is, because we're not anywhere in that area. We didn't get there. If it's between 60 and 100, it doesn't matter. If it's 55 and 100, it doesn't matter because we didn't even hit 55. By no reasonable definition was this a landslide of a vote. I'm not going on record now because I don't know what the line is, but I know we're not there. Torque, you're not being reasonable about this, man. This is not a reasonable line of rhetoric. It's not. It's not. Demanding that I answer this question that I don't have an answer for. Come on, man. It was literally 54%. 54% is not enough by any definition. And so then they say, well, I demand a definition right now for later. No. That's irrelevant. No, badges are not released yet. And again, I will go on record saying I am personally standing in the way of badges. It is reasonable to ask for the arbiters to say what the threshold is, but it has no bearing on this decision, and it's not reasonable to demand it right now. It's reasonable to say we need to define this line. That I can agree with, but to say I need it right now is unreasonable. To say we need it for that is unreasonable because we know we don't need it for that. That's where I'm taking issue, is you're demanding it now and you're insisting it's relevant to that decision when it wasn't. If we want to say at some point we need to define that line, great, I agree with that. Dude, like, you were a mod, you know there's a list of priorities. That's not one of my fucking priorities right now. It's just not. Where that line is for a vote that's gonna happen in 6 months, I do not give a shit. It's not a priority. There's so much other shit to worry about right now than that silly line. For something you can argue, come on. I have no idea, Kong. That's above my head. We don't need the answer right now, Torque. We don't need the answer for 6 fucking months. Why am I gonna make it a priority today when I have shit I need to answer fucking tomorrow, when you just arbitrarily want this fucking answer for 6 months from now? Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm not saying we're not gonna have it for the next one. Bro. Throw shit. Kong, you're late to this party. Kong, you're so late to this party. I've already said I think Avant is better than Joker. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound like I'm annoyed that you asked. I'm not annoyed that you asked. I think Avant is better than Joker. Well, at least on paper. Look, I'm not gonna satisfy the captain of Joker here. It's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna convince you of it. Nothing I say is gonna convince you. I'm fully. Ignite. All right, I'll give you that, Captain. I'll give you that, Cap. Ignite have better defense. I think Avant is gonna prove the folly of specialized goalies. I think they're going to prove that specialized goalies aren't necessary in this game. Still, skills together are going to be the best you've seen. The only way it doesn't work out is if they cannot figure out how to work together, or their egos get in the way, which is always possible. What I'm saying is, if all things are equal, if the teams are hypothetically equal in skill and ability and strategy and all that, a team with a specialized goalie will lose to a team that doesn't have a specialized goalie. That's what I'm saying. A team with a goalie can be a better team than a team that doesn't have a goalie. But all things being equal, I'm saying in the current balance of the game, a team with a specialized goalie is not, more times often, is not going to win those games over a team that has all-rounded players or centers. Cruisin would be a specialized goalie. Cruisin, YouTube, Mo Jolly, if you remember the way she played, the way I like to play, kind of that defenseman, hard defense goalie. Cruisin, not so much anymore. Cruisin does play up a lot more than he used to. I did not check stats. You're right. I did want to see that. How big though? What kind of uptick? Was it just a 10%? Holy shit! Who the fuck? Turrets! You wanted proof, bro? We just literally broke our record. Oh, Turrets! I don't expect you to be sold on it. It's all like, I'm here to. My goal is to just get people talking about the game. I'll throw things out sometimes I don't necessarily, I'm not particularly passionate about, but I'm like, I could see it this way, so in the end, I could be totally wrong, and that'd be great. But we'll see, won't we? See, a good goalie is needed. Strem plays fine goalie. Game plays good, fine goalie. Jay Walker has stood in for Kong a few times, like in a play, not overall. Edner doesn't play goalie. He might a little bit, but they have Strem and Game, who are both center style players. They don't need a specialized goalie. They have players that are great at goalie already. So I'm saying this is the most well-rounded team. They've satisfied every category. They have the skill, they have the discipline, and they have the strategy. They have all of it. Yes, Kung. That I agree with. That's kind of. There's a spectrum. Oh, shut up, Ender. Ender, tell me you ever play goalie. Tell me you play goalie. Oh, turrets. No way. Avant, Ignite, Instinct Season 5. Avant, Ignite, Instinct Season 5. Dude, we peaked. Yeah, dude. We hit a new record today. That's fucking amazing. Instinct Season 4 was amazing, and then they lost to Didn't wasn't this the finals they lost to Ignite? We broke a record. We broke a record. That's awesome. See, you know, Isolate, that's fair. I am operating on the current balance of the game. That is fair. That's a fair point. Changing placement percentages. Oh, there's no active discussion about it, but that doesn't mean there can't be. But I think instead of that, what you see is more of a leaning into the like Diamond 1, Diamond 2, Diamond 3, that thing. Like I think you'll see that more likely than another jostling of those percentages. Yeah, Isolate, that's a good point. With the Chicago's problems, I might be because of Chicago's game is even more tilted towards offense, so. If those get fixed, you might be right. Maybe in a year, because we've had these problems for over a year now. What? And I think you vastly overestimate the number of players with that are depending on CV1s, and that will quit if there's any sort of hardware regulation. You might quit. Your team might quit. I think you'll see a lot of cycling of the best players, but also I think you'll still see some of the same names as long as they are deciding to stay there. So I think we're right about at that point here. This is no longer the outro song this used to be. This is a song before the outro song. Splice, what do you mean by hard to play as much? Isolate, that's a fantastic way of looking at it, yes. That is a fantastic way of looking at it. Shut up, Torque. Oh, yeah, Splice. Yeah, we're at an awkward point where things are growing to a degree where, like, we kind of want and need the players to commit more, but we can't ask them to because we're not to a point where, like, the reward for them is worth it. Yeah, like Kung. You know what I mean? Especially college, for even, I think, for everybody makes things difficult, but it's easier to get these players to continue playing at that level or to prioritize the game when they're fighting for, you know, $1 million prizes throughout the year, which we're a long ways away from. Hopefully not too long away, but still pretty far away. So we're kind of in a transition now. It's something we're seeing at the org level as well, like in VRML. Things are starting to transition. The whole, you know, like, not community, because everything is still staying community based, but there's more like corporatizing you have to do, because more centralizing you have to do, because the continued growth is putting us to a point where we're not, you know, VRML is not yet a corporation, but is on its way to potentially corporatizing because of the need to centralize and yada yada yada. What age is there a big decline record players? Same as to, it's hard to say. Back when it was PC, back before the Quest, most Echo players were young adults. Were young professionals, like programmers, basically, yeah, young professionals, because of the cost of getting in. Either you were a young professional who was single and didn't have kids, or you were a kid who grew up with a family with money, or prioritized money in a certain way. Later Val. And so that kind of dictated an older player base. And then when Quest came out, it became easier for younger kids to get involved, so the age dropped. So there's a good spread, but I know I'm in like a 2% category. Torque is in like a 1% category, if that. Like, cause yeah, so it's a range that goes really high. Like, we have players who are significantly older than the vast majority of the player base, but the vast majority of our players are between the ages of like 13 and 17. Tyra has 1,500? Holy shit. I didn't know that. Oh shit, that hurt. What about Chuck? You have a play? Oh, there's a damn 72. Respect. Oh, Chuck Norris is in his 30s. Most wireless shacks? Ish. Venom's in his 20s. I know that. Venom's not as old as like me or Gil. I'm not on Jax. I'm just saying. I don't know about their other guys, to be honest. This is the outro song. So With that, I've been Monster Dim Wii. There's a whole bunch of stuff to click down below if you want to check that out. We hit 505 teams this week. That's awesome. There's a lot of cool stuff to look forward to in the future. We're still growing, all that good stuff. And get your matches, whatever else. I've been Monster Dim Wii. The word of the day was ambivalent. Nope, not that. There we go. Y'all have a good one. See you in the next, whatever that may be.